Boy, Young Dreamer, aka Mr. Priorities, man. Shout out Charles, Day, HT, Tim, Vincent, Miko, Solomon. Shout out to the whole Factory D, man. My friends and my family, Cliff, Sean, Jesse. It's your boy, Young Dreamer, aka Mr. Priority. I'm about to do the P challenge, man. Fuck with me, man. Hey, yeah, yeah. I go there for that pussy. I work just like Harry for that pussy. I work 617 for that pussy. I go pro in that pussy. I never pay for that pussy. I fuck around and lay for that pussy. 20B will walk miles for that pussy. Going down the DM for that pussy. 20B will get these jobs for that pussy. 20B will blow it out. I beat that pussy. Beat that pussy up for that pussy. I never go simp for that pussy. I never go limp for that pussy. Nigga, I'm always a pimp in that pussy. 20B, you in that pussy. Always go deep looking for that pussy. I do some serious looking for that pussy. I'll be like, where's Watto for that pussy? I dress up Halloween pussy. Fuck her with the mask on for that pussy. Replace me for a rookie for that pussy. 20B a OG for that pussy. I go deep dish for that pussy. 20B a MJ in that pussy. 20B a just look at that pussy. Stick my tongue out and lick that pussy. Hit it from behind, man. Look at that pussy. Do a 69, man, for that pussy. Doing RP, my nigga Tookie. 20B go poogie for that pussy. 20B go deep for that pussy. 20B go a farmer for that pussy. 20B do the dealer for that pussy. I do the stanky leg in that pussy. I go and get some head for that pussy. On the highway head for that pussy. I give her a little head for that pussy. I go in overtime for that pussy. I go overkill for that pussy. Nelly man tip drill for that pussy. Only be no refill for that pussy. I go all night for that pussy. I do it how she like for that pussy. I beat it like Ike for that pussy. Man, that pussy so good, so gold. Man, that pussy just mine, out of control. I done had a couple babies in that pussy. Nigga hit my old lady for that pussy. I done fuck around and married that pussy. Nigga, I ain't never scared of the pussy. Love when she get undressed for the pussy. I love when I'm naked in that pussy. I love man going raw in that pussy. Love no act Hollywood pussy. Man, a Cookie Monster man with that pussy. Yum Campbell soup, ooh that pussy. 20B man, love in that pussy. I be love making love to the pussy. I be love skeeting in that pussy. I be love going deep in that pussy. Nigga fuck around and sleep in that pussy. I go 6 feet in that pussy. Undertaker purple gloves in that pussy. Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior in that pussy. I do the stanky leg in that pussy. I do the down for life for that pussy. I be down for whatever for that pussy. I'm an OG Kush in that pussy. I put my bottom lip in that pussy. I go to Family Dollar for that pussy. I be a general for that pussy. No subliminals for that pussy. I beat that pussy good like Vin Rains. All through the house, nigga, do it down. Hit it like baby boy pussy. I do it just like Jody for that pussy. I smack her then eat up the pussy. Stick my shit in and fuck up the pussy. Like a hip hop, I'm fucking up the pussy. 20B, I had to challenge that pussy. I go to Seattle for that pussy. Go to North Carolina for that pussy. I go to Michigan for that pussy. Deep in Ohio, her deep pussy. I'm all in my girl, I love that pussy. Finger looking, good chicken pussy. I keep it going for that pussy. A lot of y'all ain't knowing for that pussy. Bitches unknown for the pussy. I make it known for that pussy. I put my whole hand in that pussy. Fuck y'all, no mans in that pussy. Nigga, put my long leg in that pussy. Nigga, Jeff Green in that pussy. I go Boston in that pussy. I go Cleveland in that pussy. I slam dunk MJ in that pussy. I put my milk in that bowl, pussy. I fuck around and suck the juice, pussy. 20B, man, I loving that pussy. 20B, man, loving that pussy. 20B from the heart for that pussy. I finish what I started for that pussy. I put it on the road for that pussy. I pay a little toll for that pussy. I eat it on the pole for that pussy. I go to the zoo for that pussy. Bust my bazooka in that pussy. I go deep, man, in that pussy. 20B, ooh, I love me some pussy. I hit it in Texas Raw for that pussy. I go to Applebee's for that pussy. I go to movie theater for that pussy. 20B, I hit it deep for that pussy. Every time I hit that pussy, she screams. 20B, eat that pussy like ice cream. And she love it, man. She my trap queen. I love that pussy, man. Love the pussy thing. Shit be so silent for that pussy. I get down and violent for a pussy. I do a crime, man, for that pussy. I put some time in for that pussy. I go 54 in that pussy. I'ma let her know that I control this pussy. I'ma let her know, nigga, this my pussy. I'ma let her like Sierra, these my goodies. 20B, man, bucking near that pussy. 20B, a titan, man, in that pussy. Standing like the rifle in that pussy. I'll blow them brains out in that pussy. Got a scratch in my back, I love that pussy. When my tongue deep in, I love to lick it. When my deep dig in it, love to stick it. 20B, hit that pussy all weekend. I can hit that pussy 7 deep to pussy. I can go 7 days for that pussy. I can fuck a whole month with that pussy. Pussy glitter and gold for that pussy. I can get an Oscar for that pussy. Give her the Oscar Mayer, love that pussy. I'm on fire, I'm hot for that pussy. She do it just hot like I love that pussy. I'll put a tire man on that pussy. Hey, I retire for that pussy. Go to the bank for that pussy. Nigga, thank for that pussy. It's on my mind, ooh, that pussy. Make me wanna leave work for that pussy. Make me wanna quit my job for that pussy. Make me wanna join the mob for that pussy. Slap on my knob like corn on the cob for that pussy. She got a nigga gone off that pussy. All I'm thinking about all day is that pussy. Ooh, and she want it, oh, she gonna push me. Ooh, I love when that pussy smell clean. Hey, clean pussy matter, that's my plies thing. Clean legs and some clean head. Love when she shave her shit, I love a clean head. Love that fucking pussy. I do the Mayweather in that pussy. I do the shoulder lean in that pussy. I do the lean with it, rock with it in that pussy. I D for L, man, for that pussy. I go shorty low pussy. I always go good for that pussy. Man, I really love that pussy. This the pulley challenge and I had to kill it. And some pussy, man, I always kill it. Pimp, I go Pimp C in that pussy. Put a little Bun B in that pussy. Nigga, I'm too trill for that pussy. I just keep it too real for that pussy. 20B been going in for that pussy. Niggas wanted this challenge for that pussy. Nigga, I'll stick my finger in that pussy. I'll put my whole thumb in that pussy. Do what I gotta do in that pussy. The P challenge, I killed it for the pussy. I'm out, nigga. Fuck with me, everybody. Tune in, listen to it, man. It's your boy, Yo Jibber, aka Mr. Priorities. I'm out, nigga.